is ADV 2K169 with
Scratimus
and
Fumbaba de Below.
and with special guest.
Dukaloops 1993.
Woohoo! We finally got our extra syndicate member.
yes,
I'm the new guy.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
he's over Skype and he's been a subscriber to our channel for about 2 years now. So this is a very rare treat that, you know, if you're a subscriber too, you may get this to be this lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, the guest syndicate member.
Woo!
Props.
Props. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start the review. Today we're reviewing Superman, Batman, Public Enemies.
Hi.
The DC animated direct-to-DVD movie.
This is the 6th one in the series.
Yeah,
And I say the best one.
I'd agree.
I agree, but I have no
actually
standing.
would agree. It's tied between me and this and New Frontier for me.
That's what I was gonna say, Duka.
All right, let's get to this movie. So, this movie is incredibly action-packed, and it has a really great story.
And a lot of B-line characters.
I love the politics in it.
Yes.
Very good. And it's
Yes,
also
and for those who want to know, I've read the comic book that this movie is based off of.
yeah. That's why we're gonna be somewhat interviewing Duka over here.
To get
That's
also-
on me.
And it's also great to see Clancy Brown, Kevin Conroy, and Tim Daly in their
Yes,
famous
yes.
roles.
Clap for him.
Yes. Rock on to them.
Now, those three voice actors, they just have fantastic chemistry together, and they just make this movie alive because they just work so well.
Same.
Agreed. Especially between Kevin Conroy and Tim Daly. I mean, they
that's
bounce
so
off each
good.
other very, very well.
They just have the chemistry.
Yeah, they just do. I mean, they only worked with each other for what? About a decade?
But actually, no, Daly wasn't around for Justice League.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot. That's George Newbern. But pretty much anybody can play Superman, but
All right.
nobody can play Batman like Kevin Conroy.
I'm open to anyone.
Bullshit.
All right, that's a whole different discussion. Go ahead.
All right, I have a question, Dukaloops, since we're interviewing here, since you read the
Throw
comics.
them at me.
All right. Where was Flash and Green Arrow, Green Lantern?
Wonder Woman.
And
None of them are in there. In the book, John Stewart's in for like a page with the other heroes. They're not in it at all.
That's weird. They don't even mention where the hell they are. I mean, you know, some of the B people, like, you know, it's just weird that they're in there. But
Yeah.
One thing I have to share about the movie is they have a lot of like celebrity voices, and they don't say anything. Like Metallo, he disappointed me because he was being played by Dr. Cox, and he didn't talk that much.
now Metallo
I
was
just
badass, though.
Yeah, he was.
This was
And,
a badass version.
Black Lightning, he was played by Geordie LaForge. He has one line.
What?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Huh.
I didn't see that. Nice. Good job, Duka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that angered me. If you're gonna get, celebrities, give them some substantial lines.
Also, there's one Transformer voice in here. Corey Burton, who plays Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah, but he didn't have that many lines either. I mean, why mention him in the opening titles if you're not going to use him?
Actually, a lot of people, like, I think Starfire, her voice actor was mentioned, though you don't hear anything from her.
Or what's his face?
Mongol?
Yeah,
All right.
Mongol.
Well, let's get back to the actual story. Essentially, Lex Luthor becomes president of the United States. Now, some people may scoff at this, but the comic book Lex Luthor is clever and smart as hell, and the lines of dialogue he has in this movie really prove that he is capable of winning the presidential election.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, in DC right now, Lex Luthor is president.
No.
No?
Same thing at the end of the movie in the real book. He gets impeached.
Figures.
Oh, who was this vice president?
Amanda Waller.
The black girl?
No, she wasn't the vice president. He doesn't have a vice president.
What? Bullshit. You need a vice president. It's constitutional.
He's Prime Minister of Canada as well.
And the ruler of Atlantis.
So there's no vice president to President Luthor? That's weird.
No, like they
Yeah,
don't
I've heard
mention.
of.
There might have been.
I mean, you read the book, you should know.
Well, let's just call Amanda Waller the vice president.
He was president in all the other comics too, not just
Okay.
this.
So it's just those kind of questions that left me hanging was one of the reasons why I didn't absolutely think it was flawless. But I do think action was fantastic. The story was great. The action, the animation's really nice. The voice acting's great. Overall, I'm very happy with this movie.
Yeah, very.
Alfred was there.
I love the notions of trivia in it. Like when they said, "It's your funeral." Superman says, "I already had one."
There's a joke from the comic. You know the part where Alfred has a gun when he sees him?
Yeah.
Superman's like, he guards with a gun. You couldn't give him Mr. Freeze's ray gun? And then Batman goes, this is coming from a guy who has a dog who guards his fortress.
Oh, excellent.
Now, I did like how all the Freeze people in DC joined together. That was kind of really cool to see.
Yeah. There's two things I want to mention about the story. Now, in the book, Superman is a criminal, but he's a criminal not because he killed Metallo, because for some reason they pinned the meteor coming on Superman.
Huh.
Some twisted way. Well, it did fall out of Krypton, so meh.
Yeah, it's stupid. And Metallo in this, he's not working for the president. He actually steals something from Star Labs, and he doesn't die.
Oh.
That's the one thing I think in this movie, that they much more reached the reason for him to be a criminal.
All right.
Also, if you notice, Metallo's more like the TX in this one.
Yeah, it's from the Terminator 3.
Not when he made the gun, that was sweet.
Yes, that was a nice move.
So yeah, I thought this is probably the best version of Metallo I've seen. They just really make him really equal.
Blackbagged.
The one thing I want to mention, the art style. They did a good job at duplicating Ed McGuinness, the artist on the comics, art style and the character designs.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they kind of slimmed it down. Like, they're not as big as when you see this guy's art. Oh, God, you do not want to see this guy draw the Hulk. It looks ridiculous.
yeah. If you know, also I noticed that a lot of the Justice League type art styles in it, especially in Captain Atom, he didn't change much except just make them more bulkier.
Yeah. Adam and Major Force look kind of ridiculous, but they kind of look ridiculous in the book, too.
Was Toyman always like this in the comic book, or not?
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's a really cool.
One thing I want to ask, your opinion on the robot.
I thought it was badass.
Nice little tribute to that one where Batman and Superman combined.
Yeah, that one lost me there. Sorry. I love how they kept the little Superman's hair at the side.
Yeah.
And the cape's made of rockets.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that Superman his hair was kind of like scruffled in the whole movie. It kind of bothered me a little bit.
I never picked that up. Oh, one thing I also want to point out, Power Girl, she's played by Chloe Sullivan from Smallville.
Yeah, I know. We figured that by Allison Mack, and I could tell by her voice.
All right, we gotta start wrapping up. It's 8 minutes, so we know YouTube gives us 10. So,
okay.
What else can we say?
Final verdict.
Oh, the one thing I want to point out, there's a sequel made to this already. They've announced it.
Oh, excellent.
Good.
They're going to do the other story arc in this series, which is super cool.
Any other notes you want to talk about, Duke Loops, that you wrote down?
I think I got all the major ones. The major celebrities didn't get that many lines. I was disappointed on that. Pretty much, I was pleased with this all in all.
Yeah. Final verdict, guys?
I'll give it a 9 even.
Same.
I like it 10.
Wow.
10.
All right, we got a pretty damn high score here. I would say probably one of the best, if not the best. It just has a really cohesive plot, and action's great, animation's great, voice acting's great. It's just overall a fantastic package.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We're the Syndicate with special guest.
Duke Loops 1993. Peace.
Peace.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Duke Loops, I will be giving you, as a subscriber, not only this privilege to be on the review with us, in November, I will be giving you a comic book, shipping it to you to review as a thank you to subscribing for us for so many years and always commenting and being positive. So that is not only the prize of being on the review with us, but the prize of actually having a comic book delivered to your house, free of charge, from me. What do you think about those apples?
Hey, I want Swedish fish. Why don't you get me more Swedish fish?
Shut up, bitch.
Come on, you idiots.
Alright, so you like that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, we'll be giving you the mystical carrot. No, the
Flaming carrot.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.